Our next guest is a Grammy-nominated rapper, and his razor-sharp lyrics have made him one of hip-hop's most popular figures.
Joining us now to discuss his new EP, his time on Love and Hip Hop, and his reign as rap's conscious kingpin is Joe Budden. Welcome to Rise.
Glad to be here. How you doing?
Conscious kingpin.
Yeah, that was great wordplay.
You like that, right?
I loved it.
Yeah, the alliteration worked for you,
it was
all
beautiful.
of it. Yeah, good writing, good writing.
Yeah, definitely.
So, some love lost. Where did some of the love go?
Oh, well, that's what we're chronicling.
Okay.
On the project, we're finding out where some of the love went.
Where do you think it's gone?
It's somewhere out there. We're trying to find it.
But it seems like a very emotional, introspective record, because you talk about everything from addiction to depression, death, heartbreak. A lot of rappers aren't as vulnerable as you. Why have you chose to be so vulnerable and open for your audience?
That's just who I've been for so long. It's all personal inventory. It's all extremely therapeutic, very detailed, very graphic. We speak about a lot of things that may be taboo. And I commend Wayne Brady for the piece that you guys spoke about earlier. That was really interesting. But a lot of it is people would consider elephant in the room, and I just try to bring awareness to a lot of it and some type of insight as much as I can anyway.
And there's all of it personal issues that have happened in your life?
Definitely, definitely.
It's very autobiographical.
Yeah, the best way for me to try to make the listener feel it is for me to have actually felt it at some point. So.
Do you ever want to escape that, though? I mean, a lot of people don't want to dwell in the hard times, so they try to create music that allows them to leave that behind.
Well, you have an audience that listens to music for an escape, and you have other people who want to know that somebody else out there is going through the same exact thing. They want to be able to identify and relate and not feel so alone like many people do when they are depressed.
And you've gone through severe depression at some point in your life.
My middle name was depression.
Your middle name was depression?
Yeah, not really. It's Anthony, but you know what I mean.
I understand.
Why were you depressed?
Yeah, and how did you move past it?
I don't ever think there's an answer to why someone is depressed. I think depression is a disease. It's the way people's brains are hardwired. I can't think of a why to that. But so many people suffer from it. And you know, we had Suicide Prevention Month recently. A lot of people have taken their lives as a result of. So I mean, it's a very serious issue that not enough attention is being brought to.
A lot of men of color don't feel comfortable talking about depression, and they mask it through various actions that are detrimental to themselves. What advice would you give to men of color in particular who are going through a depression battle?
You know, depression often at times, and this is just not to people of color, but anybody, depression at times, you know, it tells us to not speak to people. It tells us to wallow in our own misery, and it tells us a lot of things, and you just have to try to find ways to counteract that. So you want to be as vocal as possible. You want to communicate. You want to be active. You want to do things to feel good about you. You just have to constantly be in fight of that.
Do you go to someone to get help? Do you speak to someone?
I have an amazing network. I have an amazing support group, amazing people in my life, people who identify and understand and are there to offer counsel whenever I need it. So I'm blessed that way. Many people don't have that support group.
Definitely.
Well, let's talk about music.
Music.
Yes. On a lighter note.
Music.
On a high note.
I don't know if it's a lighter note.
You've had phenomenal success in the music industry. What do you think the secret has been, and how has the music industry evolved since you first entered into the game?
Oh man, the music industry continues to evolve. I think with technology evolving and advancing, the music industry has done so as well. I probably don't know how to work the CD player in my vehicle at all. At all. I probably have a hard time locating it. That wasn't the case when I first came on the scene in 2002. So,
and you know what's funny about that also is in the Pump It Up video, they were using VHS tapes.
Yeah, yeah.
Times have definitely changed.
Yeah, when have we seen one of those?
Right.
Yeah, I don't even know what a VHS tape is.
A VCR or any of it. Yeah.
How have you evolved over the years as an artist?
You know, it's all still, you know, the content is very much the same because I try to chronicle things that are happening in life. That's the one way I was taught to always stay unique. Like in my genre specifically, copycats full of copycats.
Yes.
Full of copycats. So the best way to avoid that is to be yourself. There's only one Joe. So that's very much the same. But you know, you get older through the years, you learn. I've learned a lot about this industry. I've learned a lot about people. I've learned a lot about women, and I try to showcase it all.
Yeah, well, people copy you, though.
And
do
you
get offended?
showcase it all.
Yeah.
Right, that's true.
It's a form of flattery.
There you go. Okay.
Definitely.
You showcase it all in Love and Hip Hop, that's for sure.
I do not. Not all.
There's a lot. You let the cameras in. Why have
Yeah.
you decided to be so open with your fans, and what have you made of the success of that show and the franchise?
You know, I congratulate Mona Scott on a phenomenal franchise, a phenomenal idea, a phenomenal cast. I don't know if the cast gets enough credit, but the show is great. Me, I never have a problem letting the camera in on any facet of my life. I'm not ashamed of anything. I don't have secrets out there. There's nothing to be exposed about Joe Budden that people haven't already heard from me myself. So, you know, when you live carefree that way, you know, we can put a camera on at any time. And it was good. It was a good time to have fun.
Well, what was the best and worst part about doing reality TV?
I would say the best part for me was the experience. I went in extremely naive. I didn't know very much about the process. So just being able to learn about how that takes place, that was really fun times. The worst part is that when you're actually living it, there are 4 million viewers living it with you. And that can be difficult at times.
And you're revisiting things that you'd like to
Definitely.
not remember, right?
Yeah, definitely. You have to go through it twice.
Yeah.
Do you watch the other franchise?
Which one, Hollywood?
Hollywood and Atlanta.
I watch Atlanta.
You do?
I watch Atlanta, yes.
Okay.
It's pretty funny. It's entertaining.
Who's your favorite character on Atlanta?
On Atlanta, I have a few.
Is it Jocelyn?
Jocelyn's one.
Okay.
Jocelyn's one. Stevie would be another.
Yeah.
I think Benzino's very likable on the show. You know, Scrappy. I kind of like that entire cast almost.
Yeah.
Do you think you would ever return to reality TV?
It would have to be the right circumstance.
Maybe your own show?
It would still have to be the right circumstance.
Okay.
But it's something I'd be open to, definitely.
Okay. Now, I was going to say, we've seen a lot of your love life on television. What's the status of your love life now? I have some fans out there that wanted to make sure I asked that question.
Some love is lost.
Okay, so are you looking for love now?
I'm looking for the love that has been lost. See, to answer your question from earlier.
Yeah.
Are you looking for the love in the same person you used to be in love with, or a different person altogether?
No. That love is still staple. It's still there.
Okay.
No, we still have existing love for each other. But no, I'm single. I'm single and focusing on work.
Okay,
But
work.
the
That was a great politically
That's
correct
good answer. Good answer.
Focus on work.
On work. But the next album is called All Love Is Lost.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
The title may change if I'm not single by then.
Okay.
Okay,
All
and
right.
maybe
that's
to be I
expected to come
Found
out
Love.
when?
It may, maybe.
March.
March, so we have until March to figure out if you found love or if all love is lost.
Yeah, but I'll still be working on me.
Okay, that's good. You're still getting music,
Yeah,
working
back
on you.
to my
That's good.
politically
Always
correct
working on
answer.
you.
You gotta love yourself first, Joe.
Definitely.
All
Definitely.
right.
So, thank you. Congratulations on the new album. It's hot.
Thank you. I love you guys. You guys are great.
Thank you. All right, and tell us which song you love most of his. We love them all, but tell us which one's your favorite by tweeting us at RiseTV360. We'll be right back.